let me ask you something that I've never been able to quite get my head around. You mentioned the word ego. And in the context of spirituality, what does ego mean? When somebody says this, you're thinking in your ego, or ego this, like, what's the definition of ego?
Well, we all need a healthy ego to be here.
Like, what is ego, though? Like, what is that, like your personality, or is it like,
Yeah,
okay,
it can be. It it's like you have a a higher self,
mm-hmm,
and then you have that is above you, that is energy, that is always who you are,
okay,
and then the personality has an ego, and
okay,
everyone needs a healthy ego. The question I like, well, what I like to do with the question about ego is to accept my ego and to maybe not let it drive the bus, but understand that I have the ego and have compassion and uh, allowing for that part of me to be there. Does that make sense?
so would your ego be like the day-to-day self that you show other people then?
The ego wants you to be afraid.
Okay,
It wants you to be defensive. When people are very defensive, um, like I have a friend and I say, well, let's go, let's talk to this person. Oh, no, I've talked to people like that before and they're never those kinds of people. So the ego will get you to be afraid, get you to be negative, get you to be defensive, maybe hold on to resentments or anger or things that are really not good for you. It's like another word for lower energies. So we have our higher self, and then because of all the things that have happened to us in this life and in other lives, we carry around these negative tapes, these negative voices or energies
pause
or
that for one
thought forms.
second. I want to ask you another question about
Okay.
ego.
Okay.
So you're mentioning that the ego is like your lower self, but then you also mentioned that everyone needs a healthy ego.
Yeah.
So you need a healthy lower self, or like what does that
Well,
mean?
we don't want to hate our ego or beat up on our ego. It's a part of us. It's more like accepting that we all have light and dark and accepting all of us,
Okay.
which is a little bit different from understanding, like, if somebody told you when you were a child, for instance, say that you're not good enough or you can't do this, you would take on that belief system, that energy, and you would have that in your tapes. It would become part of your ego that says, well, you can't really do that when it really comes down to it because you're not good enough. So we don't want to beat up that part of ourselves that was told that believes that we're not good enough. What we want to do is either find a way to come to terms and believe that, understand that that really isn't true. That's just an imprint. That's just the ego telling you because somebody told you that you're not good enough. Or to have love and compassion for that part of ourselves and to heal ourselves that way.
Okay. So
Rather
more
than
like
just
it.
being stuck with, well, I'm not good enough. And
So
so that's how
you
the
said
ego would play out.
Hey, this is Brian from Results Nutrition. I got a special deal for you today. We're doing two of our most popular products, Max Tour and Arm, and use the coupon code FREEARM at checkout, and you're gonna buy the Max Tour, you get the Arm for free. That's a $60 product for free. So what are they, you ask? Well, the Max Tour, it's mediator phosphatidic acid. It activates the mTOR pathway, which is what allows the body to build muscle. Tremendous increase in strength, lean muscle, decrease in body fat, increase in endurance. The Arm is the perfect combination of nutrients for your post-workout shake. Protein, carbohydrates, glutamine peptides, branched chains, creatine, but what really makes it kick is an ingredient called bromelain that basically makes the 30 grams of carbs that are in here hit you like 100. So the recovery is amazing, the muscle fullness is amazing. I guarantee you try these products, you will notice a difference. Again, the coupon code is FREEARM. Use it at checkout, and when you buy the Max Tour in the cart and you put the coupon code, the arm goes with it. So resultsnutrition.com, RESULTZ nutrition.com.